interesting energy going on through all the earth right now. You got some understanding of what is being prepped for the final phase of ascension. Use the law of correspondence to figure out with Gaia's energy and your own physical energy. Part of what you may experience is muscle spasms, you may have muscle tweaks or discomfort in your physical body. That is what I would expect, because there is so much radiant energy coming to you as far as vibrational frequencies. It is altering everything about you. Sleep patterns may be disruptive. I would dare say you may have vivid dreams. My experience is that has been no dreaming at all. I am not even here.
Really?
There are multiple levels that some of us are working on at that particular point in time. The form of the Lords of the Earth and the Lords of Light is a very particular geometry being created, and that is what is being created around your physical body. I mean, your Merkaba is still there, your auric field is still there, but this ascension field also is there, and it's there to help you take your physical body with you into the fifth dimension. You're going, you may still see the illusion of the third, and that's okay. It's just an after image, is the way that I would look at it, after image. Some of you, particularly those of you who are vibrating at incredibly high levels, are going to begin to see the streams of golden light that I spoke of going into the top of your head. You're going to be seeing those in the physical. It's a little disconcerting when you're seeing those energy fields. You're going to see those energy fields in the physical. The other thing that you're going to see are geometric forms and patterns which are fifth dimensional, not third dimensional. For example, you may look at that table and you're going to see a being next to it. You may see a light box, a box composed of light that's purple or violet. Electronics are not going to work. No, you might as well get over that. One of the things I have found that's been effective for me is I wrap them in 12 layers of energy, of protection. That seems to work better than anything else I have found. Wrap them in 12, and you just do that with your intention. No, this is all about, you're probably experiencing some physical fatigue simply because your perception is now. Your body is in the third dimension. Your spirit is existing more in the fifth dimensional energy, so it's almost like your body is a weight. It's much more weighted than it is in the fifth dimension, and so it's taking more energy for you to drag your physical body through time and space. That will disappear after Saturday night, or lessen somewhat. You will be able to harmoniously communicate with the other four realms more than you have before. What surprises me is the intensity level of the telepathic communion with that. So, the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, the mineral kingdom, the angelic kingdom are the four kingdoms you're going to be communicating with that you probably haven't been as intensely done. This is going to dramatically affect your brain in more ways than you could ever possibly imagine. It is actually, it's going to affect, the brain is actually going through a process of remodeling. So it is going to activate energies different than what it has before to prepare you more for the fifth dimensional energy. So you're going to find that the frontal cortex is going to lose some of its acuity, and it's going to go deeper into the parts of the brain, so that the remodeling which occurs connected with sixth and seventh sense, so the intuitiveness, the ability to see and hear spiritually more than you have before. It also is affecting the cellular level. One of the things I have found is spontaneous healing, or spontaneous illness. One of the things which I find incredibly interesting in this particular movement is that unresolved issues may manifest in physical illness. And there are a lot of people who are choosing to exit the plane. So don't be concerned that people are dying.
So is there anything we can do to not take physical ailments?
The reason you set up the correspondence with Gaia is you want to feed to Gaia the energy that she needs, and you want to pull from her the energy that you need. So when you set up that energy, you can have the balance that you need. One of the things that I use the physical body for is a sounding on what is going on. I use it as the keys to a test that's being given to me, and that gives me all the answers I need. So I would routinely set up a part of yourself that is observing what is going on with you physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Now, I will tell you this, everyone is going through extreme emotional flux, in the fact that you're probably more teary than you have been in a while, because your body can't contain these energies, and that's one of the ways that it releases the energies is through crying. The other way is you need to scream. When I'm in the car, I can go, it's really interesting to watch going from 0 to 100 with emotion, and then I scream and dissipate the energy, and it goes back to 0. That's one of the ways you can dissipate the energy. Relationships which no longer serve, you have an active choice. Can you empower yourself not to walk on eggshells in those relations and simply not partake anymore by lovingly walking away? As long as you have entered a state of neutrality. So it doesn't matter whether they're there or it doesn't matter whether they're not there. If you're in neutrality, then you can walk away from them. There are lots of people that are really discombobulated in primary relationships because they are shifting so rapidly, and what they are today, they may not be tomorrow. It's that kind of rapid shifting change.
What's the definition of the law of correspondence?
As above, so below as above.
Okay.
As on the inside, so on the outside. A geometric configuration of that is a tetrahedron. Because I see everything in geometry. If you can see the geometry, then you understand where the imbalances are, because you see the lines not connected. I also would strongly urge you to do something like this. I gave you all 4 classes ago the geometric figure of that. I added this is angelic language. This invokes all civilizations in physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And this is the continuity between Gaia's heart and my heart. But you have to draw your own configuration. That is my contract to serve. Because these change. Now, you should have your 7 spirit guides right here in front of you and all of them should be talking to you at the same time, giving you the information that you need. Trust your intuition. The same thing can occur if you just listen to your intuition. When it says turn left, turn left. When it says go forward, go forward. When it says turn right, turn right. You're not going to be left behind. There's no way. Meditate. Move into a state of mindfulness, but meditate at least for 5 minutes 3 times a day. And you can do waking meditations while you're driving in the car. I mean, I'm not talking about you have to go into meditation, close your eyes, connect your energy grids, and sound the ohms. Because all of you are experienced enough in meditation that you can separate a part of yourself out. And the reality of it is, most of the time, I am not even on this plane of energy. My body's going through whatever it needs to be going through, and my mind is doing whatever it needs to be, but I am not there. This is an incredibly solemn time. It's witnessing a birth on a galactic level. This is the birth of a planet. The undeveloped light is doing everything it can to keep this from happening. So expect a lot of negative energy around you. Welcome it. And say, thank you, excellent sign, I know I'm on the right path. Hooray, hooray. Orbit and send it back to love. It's going to get even more intense as we move through. And the undeveloped light and all the shadow figures are going to become more frantic, simply because they see the ascension occurring. Now, we still live in a waveform universe. There has to be the balance. But now you're given an incredibly active participation in helping to create, maintain, and restore that balance. I have found that it has really helped me is to remove all negative chatter. When someone says something negative, I don't hear it, or it passes through me. The internal chatter's all gone. Judgment's all gone. Everything is all gone. You can't judge yourself anymore. You are simply a transmitter. You receive a signal, you transmit that signal on. You receive love, you transmit love.